We are here today at the Hampton Inn Suites. Jackie, what a great day. First of all, we want to thank Phil Patel and the work they do here, but what a great day for community and schools.
It is, and like you said, we want to thank Phil. Phil and his folks called me in for a meeting, and he said, what can I do? I want to give back to the community. And if more businesses would do that, you know, how great it would be for nonprofits like myself. And so when he asked me what he could do to support me, I said, you know, we have this back to school event, we need supplies, and here we are.
And, you know, we both known Phil for many years, I guess back in the late 90s, but if you mention community, he's always in.
Exactly. And I met Phil through Rotary and him supporting the work of communities and schools through Rotary, and so for him to want to continue to do that type of support for us, it means a lot.
Tell our viewers, a lot of people know, we have a lot of new people in the community. What is Communities in School? Okay,
well, Communities in School started in Lawrence County in 1999, and we are a national dropout prevention program. Our mission is to surround students with a community support to make sure that they stay in school and achieve in life. And so we work with the school systems, we work with parents to make sure that if there are any barriers that would cause a child not to be successful, we help them overcome those barriers. And some of those barriers include not having supplies when you go back to school.
Yeah. And it's got to be, they didn't have that when we were growing up.
Right.
And it's you know, we didn't have a lot growing up. And sometimes it's embarrassing when you get to school and don't have a number 2 pencil or an ink pen or you don't have a book bag like other kids.
Let me tell you something. I thank God for Dr. Thomas Craft's brother Tim. Wow. He and I were in the same grade, and there were many days that I'd lean over and say, hey, Tim, can I have a piece of paper? And he'd give it to me. That's why this type of event is so important to me. Because, you know, when you know what it feels like to not have, you want to give everything you can when you're able to do that.
You got a fun job.
I have a great job. This is 18 years. I'm not tired yet.
And the reason you're not tired, it's like people say to me in the church, they're tired of work and they're tired of doing this. Well, when your heart's in it, and you have that passion for it, that's why you're not tired of doing it after 17 years.
It's a passion. It's a passion. It's a mission, and I don't look at it as a job. It's an opportunity to minister to people who need it, and I'm sure that I get more out of it than they do. But it's been a blessing to serve in this capacity, and I look forward to many more years.
Share with over all them years. It'd take us all day to mention all the successes, but share with us just something that stands out in your mind, success stories.
Oh, like you said, there's been a lot. Number one, being able to maintain our organization in these hard economic times, of course, is a success. But one of the best grants we've ever had was a RIF grant, Reading is Fundamental, where we were able to purchase books and then go into the schools and allow children to pick any book that they wanted. And so the kids were accustomed to the book fair, and so you know, you buy books, and so they'd say, how much does it cost? And I'm like, it's free. The only thing you have to do, the way you pay for it, is to read it.
Wow.
So even though we've had hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding, you know, we get money for apps and being able to put a book in a kid's hand, to me, is always life-changing. When you can encourage a child to read and to learn, people can't take knowledge away from you.
Oh, man, there's
you know,
nothing,
it's like when you read the Bible. When you read the Bible and you know it for yourself, nobody can take it from you. So reading is...
Amen. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge
we know
is power.
That, whether it's the Word of God or just some basic books for these kids out here. Well, their attitudes, Jackie, I've been interacting with the kids you brought here, but first of all, you got some great kids.
We got some great kids.
And I know you have to, I've been watching you, you have to step in and say, you know, we all need direction.
Right.
We all need direction. We grew up with that, and we need, how does these kids know if you don't teach them well manners or how to act?
Children will rise to the level of your expectations. So if you don't expect a lot, they don't give a lot. But if you expect much, they'll give you much. And we expect much.
And you inspect what you expect.
Exactly.
So what if somebody's watching us right now, Jackie, and they need to know more about Communities in School? Maybe they don't know what to do as far as some of the things we're doing, supplies or things throughout the year. Where is Community in School? What can a parent do to contact you?
Awesome. Well, we're located in the old Moore Street School, 1405 West Moore Street. Our number is 478-353-8360. And we are partnering. We've had our big back to school event every year, Links. We used to do it at Walmart. But last year we started partnering with National Night Out. And so we're partnering with them again this year. It's Communities in Schools. It's Dublin Housing Authority, the Sheriff's Department, Department, the Police Department, Southside Revitalization Committee,
That's
getting
right.
tongue-tied. And on August the 1st, we're going to be at Stubbs Park Gym from 6 to 9,
Okay.
giving away school supplies,
Wow.
have people there with resources for families and children. And so I would encourage everyone to come out. Again, Stubbs Park Gym, August 1st. Support National Night Out as we support the children of Lawrence County.
Okay, the number's right there on the screen. You heard Jackie share that with you. So if anybody watching us, you need help, I can assure you, you contact this sweet lady here, and if she don't have the answer, she'll find the
That's
answer.
it.
But heck, she's got all the answers. That's who we call for the answers. But Jackie, on behalf of the station, and I know Phil here in our community, and I know you don't do it for that reason, but thank you so much for what you do, and you know how much I love you.
I love you back.
And I really do, on a personal level. I really appreciate what you do.
Thank you. That means a lot. And thank you for what you do to support all of our events.
At Bank of Dudley, we want to help with all your lending needs. Whether you're thinking of buying a new car, remodeling your home, or just want to go on vacation, let one of the many lenders at a Bank of Dudley branch near you help realize your dreams. Bank of Dudley, we're big enough to offer the great services you need, but small enough to make sure you can talk to someone you trust. Bank of Dudley with 5 convenient locations: East Dublin, downtown Dublin, and Veterans Boulevard, Dudley, and Jeffersonville. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Dublin's newest and most modern hotel is the Hampton Inn Suites. Relax and enjoy your stay while near the best in dining, golf courses, and business centers. Start your day with a free hot breakfast. Enjoy our pool, indoor fitness center, and Wi-Fi. Plan your next family reunion, meeting, training session, or social gathering at Hampton Inn Suites, 103 Travel Center, located by Longhorn and Cracker Barrel. Hampton Inn Suites by Hilton.
Welcome back, everybody. Got the man of the hour here. Jackie and I have been talking about you. Have your ears been burning?
Sure has.
Yeah, Jackie and I were talking before the break. Jackie Curtis with Community and School does a wonderful job, first of all, Phil.
She sure
And
does.
I think we can both agree on that. Can't we?
That's true. She's an asset for Dublin. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? For Lawrence County, let's
Yeah.
put it this way.
As you are, and I'm telling you, I told him on the air a while ago, you moved here back in the 90s, and you reached out to this community, and every time somebody mentions community, you're all in. Why is that important to you?
You know, the way I was raised like that by my father, to say that, you know, we have to serve our community. Some people can do it and some can't. Some has the knowledge and some has the ways of getting to people to say, you know, I would like to do this. So I enjoy doing it. I just enjoy meeting people and going out. I don't mind spending $5 if I have to as such. You know, it doesn't matter to me.
That's right.
But when I see a smile on anything that we do, you know, it just makes me feel like, you know, I'm blessed.
Yes.
I've been blessed. So I just enjoy doing it. I just enjoy meeting people and getting, you know, to know that satisfaction has been done. You know, a satisfied job has been done. People are happy. And like I said, it's just how you go to people. Like when I went to Office Max and I talked to the corporate office and I said, so I said, you know, we buy a lot of stuff from Office Max. And I said, but I'm doing this community project. What can you do to help me? And they turned around and said, what do you mean you're doing a community project? I said, I'm doing about 800 book bags. And they said, I said, I need to fill the book bags up. And they said, let me see what I can do. And they slashed the price for us. And I told them, I said, we all have to make money. But I said, what can you do? And they listened.
Yeah.
And it's been a success.
Yeah, and sometimes money don't matter. I know you have to be successful to do things like this.
Right.
But sometimes money, it don't really matter. When you look around here, Phil, and I agree with you, the looks on these kids' faces.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they continue to file in as I watch over your
Right.
shoulder here, but they continue to file in. I tell you somebody else happy today. Your employees. They
Oh, yeah.
are having the time of their life.
Oh, they are.
And I know you always are involved in the community, but today it's not just about you.
No.
Look at your employees.
Right.
That's got to make you feel good.
It sure does. This is what we called a team project. So I got this idea and I went to the team and I says, what can we do? And I went and said, and they said, well, what do you mean, what can we do? And I said, what can we do for our community? So we started 6 months ago, and it's hard to get everybody to be on at one time. So whenever we would meet, I would say, what can we do? What can we do? And we'd come up with ideas and brainstorm, and said, and I let them come to me with ideas. I can give them 100 of ideas of what we can do, for the community, but I let them come, and then I let them take over. And I said, I will help you wherever I need to help you, but you guys are the ones in charge.
That's
so
right.
they feel so honored about this, that it's their project. It's not my project, it's their project.
Well, they definitely bought in on it.
Oh, sure, they sure did. From coordinating everything, from where to buy the products, where to do the research, because I told them if we can buy something cheaper, 5 cents cheaper per item somewhere else, I said, let's get it from there.
Yeah, that's right.
I said, if it saves us, we can buy that many more bags, and the Lord looked at everything, and He made it work for us.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
He made it work for us.
And I know, we do business together. We've had many conversations together, and I know that your faith is important to you, and just the fact that God commands us to love everybody. We've got to love our neighbors, ourselves, and everybody in our community is our neighbor. Everybody we come in contact with.
That is right. That is very true. And that's one thing my father said to me. He says, when you go, what are you going to take with you? You might have $1 million or whatever you have in your bank account. You never take that with you. But if you do a good deed, and people will talk and say that he did good. And we see so many people in our community, not just myself. There's so many people that does so much work for our community. Just yesterday I had an email from I'm in the Rotary Club, and one of my close friends, he goes every year to Malawi to fix wells. And he's known for that. He spends his time doing that. Yeah. So that's what I tell my employees, that we want to do something for our community. So.
And in the background right now, as Phil and I talk, you also give them a pizza party.
Oh, yes.
And that's what's going on now.
That's what's going on right now. We said to everybody, come and help us and put your bag, and then we'll have some pizzas in that, and it's worked. They're all having a good time, I think.
And I see your partners here today. We want to recognize them.
Oh, yes. Dr. Bhattaraju and Dinesh are here. They're just the best people to work with. They understand. Again, they believe in community work, and they believe in what I do for the hotel, what the best thing is, not just for myself.
That's right. Well, on behalf of the community, I want to thank you. I want to thank you very much for what you do. And this is actually taking place on a Saturday. We're doing this, and a lot of you, we're doing other things when we take this, but there's no better place to be for me than standing right here watching these children.
That's right. Thank you very much. And same thing for me. It's an honor. Yeah. It's an honor to do this. And the way I say it, these children are tomorrow's future leaders.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, whether they're a teacher or a fireman or a construction person, but that is their future. That is, that's what we want to do. And the smile on their face when they go to school with a new book bag and supplies. And today, families, a lot of families can get new supplies in that, and there's a lot that can't.
That's right.
So it's just we're making it work for those that can't, and those are going to be our future leaders. And I've seen quite a few of them have come up, and I've seen them really progress. So that's what I want to do.
I know. And as I watch them, Phil, think about it. First day of school, we're going to be working, but the things that will have happened today, and because of you and your team, they're going to start off on the right foot.
Right.
And that's so important in business, in school, or any project we make. If you start off on the right foot, at least it puts you a step ahead anyway.
It sure does.
You mentioned future leaders. I see a few in here might be a future president or vice president or congressman. And I hope so. We're going to archive this footage, and I'd like to look back one day and see that person.
Yes, you never know.
Curing cancer.
Yep.
Or like you mentioned, Rotary Club, people like Alan Barfoot and them, going and digging wells for people that we go over here and get a drink of water. And they don't have clean water.
No.
And those people are dying because of that. So we do have people in this community. And I want to thank y'all. We are here at Hampton Inn Suites here on Travelodge Road, and seems like I'm out here a lot lately. You just got all kind of things going on. And I know this is not a day for business, but I want everybody to know that this is a brand new hotel out here, right across from Longhorns. Come out. You say, well, I'm not really going to stay there. Well, you might have company coming to town down the road. Come out and just take a look at it. Walk through. You don't have to stay here.
That's
if you
right.
live locally. I've been here when people walked in and said, can we just look?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's so beautiful out here.
Come and have breakfast.
There you go.
There you go.
And they got great coffee. They got really good coffee. But thank you again, Phil, for talking
problem.
to me. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you very much.